have seen us going, passing the folks along the road, just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
It rains. Oh, it's back through Bartes!
1962 on a summer's afternoon, we took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Collingwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gunning along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
Hey, I'm back, people. Welcome back to another video. I am back from Turkey, and you know, this weather's hot, is absolutely amazing. And here I am back again. So, guys, it's John Sinclair to you back again. And first of all, I'd like to say to Tony, thank you so much for coming on me show. I really appreciate that, my guy. And thank you.
No, you're very welcome, John. You know, like I said to you a while back, you know, we need to keep the shows going through October, and while you were away, and I was glad to stand in for you and, you know, do a job, and hopefully I've done a great job, and I think a lot of people in the comments enjoyed it. So, yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for everybody coming on and showing the love.
Brilliant, man. Thank you so much indeed for coming, taking over, Tony. I really appreciate that. Also, I'd like to thanks to chat as well, since I've been away, and thanks to others that's joined Tony's as well. Check out Tony's new channel as well. What's your channel name, Tony?
It's All Black and White TV.
All Black and White TV, yeah, we'll be looking into that as well. Show Tony some love. Please hit that subscribe button on Tony's new channel as well. Everyone's been asking him why has he not got his own channel. And there you go. He's got his own channel now. Big up to Tony and bless the Lord. So
I've bowed down to public demand, John. That's what it is.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So welcome to the man who started with like Team Review, Peter Proudlock, myself, and other Newcastle content as well. So if you like the video, guys, like you see, then please give it a like, hit the subscribe button as well. If you like the super chat, then click on the $sign and just click on give them what it's worth. And if you'd like to become a member, click on the join button as well. And I've got to say to Sefton Mag, thank you for your donation from last week. Since I've been away, I've been pretty much appreciated, my guy. Thank you so much indeed for that. So I've got some comments as well. I've got one for afternoon to Leslie. Big up to Jem as well. Hi to Jem. How are you? Hope you're okay. Apologies accepted. It's been sorted, and pass it on to Tony. So he was doing the show, so let me do with it as well. Right. Just a quick word about last week. My opinion last week for going today's game, that Man United game, 2-0 each, right? I mean, I watched the game in Turkey. I think the way United players acted when Ronaldo score was disallowed, right? And they ran straight to the referee. In my personal opinion, I would have sent every single player off who surrounded the referee. Craig Pawson lost control of the game. I thought first half we were fantastic. Second half, United would have started a better team, but I thought Joe Linton should have scored the first half. But then again, Rashford should have scored at the end. But at the end of the day, I think Neil is about the right result, Tony. And you know what? I've been saying all along, we're not scared of Man United anymore. We're not.
We're not scared, John. We're not scared of anybody, not even Man City. We've proved that already. The thing is, with the Man United game, it was a penalty. It should have been a penalty. VAR should have gave it. And the players around Craig Pawson, last week after the game, when we'd done the match reaction, I actually put pictures up of the Man United players, and I counted there was about 8 players surrounding Craig Pawson. I'm glad they're getting done for it because they need to be, but the FA need to now show some balls and say, right, you're getting done for it, but you're going to get a huge fine out of this. Not just a petty little fine. They need to make an example of them so that other teams do not go down the same route. Because what they should be doing is, and I said this last week as well in the reaction show, if you go back to the World Cup in 2018, we played Colombia. And when we played Colombia, we got a penalty. And while them players were surrounding that referee, one of their players was obviously scuffing the spot to try and obviously put Harry Kane off, but it didn't because he still put the ball away. And but that referee had actually booked every single player and give them all a yellow card and said, right, you want to surround me? Yellow cards all around them, have them. And that's what we should be doing. And that's what we need to do. They need to come out and say, right, give them all a yellow card, and then that might stop it. But you won't stop it if you just give out fines. You've got to give some sort of punishment out on field. Sending off maybe too harsh, depending how bad it is, but at least a yellow card. And that way, because you don't want to end up where you haven't got enough players on the field and the game has to be abandoned. So you just want to go down to give them yellow cards. And then if they do 5 times, they'll get a suspension, don't they? So
they do.
They'll run the risk of 5 yellow cards. So they might not do it. It might be a lesson learned.
Absolutely, man. I mean, look, I thought the way Ronaldo acted, it's not good look when you got younger players looking up on you as well, by the way, because what he did, he just acted like a petulant child, that guy. Acted like a petulant child. I mean, you don't see Lionel Messi go out and do that. So if you just don't, if any of our players did that, if Kieran Trippier did that, ran to the referee and all the players surrounded him, and he got sent off for that, you know what? I said, big up to the referee. You just don't do that. You just don't do that at all whatsoever. I would hit my players to go surround the referee and do things like that, Tony.
Well, that's it. And I mean, the thing is, that team should have a look at Kieran Trippier. Now, you look at Trippier.
Yeah.
When he goes up to a referee to speak to him, he'll speak to him calmly, and he'll give his explanation to the referee. Now, he's got a lot of respect for that. Other captains in the Premier League need to look at Kieran Trippier and take note, because at the end of the day, he's doing it the right way. I mean, even when I'm trying to think which game it was now. I think it might have been the Brentford game when the referee went to VAR. Yes, for their offside goal. That's right. And Trippier went up there, and you could see the referee and the linesman were trying to push him away, but he was trying to explain what he saw and what he felt. And he was spot on what he said. He wasn't being horrible to the referees. He wasn't shouting at them. He was just trying to explain, looking at the monitor and that, and I say, it just proves we got the best captain in the Premier League.
We have. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I mean, he's 32 years old, and he is experienced. The guy is absolutely a role model to all captains. Cristiano Ronaldo, please take note, mate. Take note. Big up to Tiger as well. Big John's back. If we win, be in the top 4, that will be massive going into the game against Villa and Southampton. Let's get a win at DF very confident. And some Tiger, what about today's score so far? Safe to say Gerrard wasn't a man manager. Well, he's been sacked, and he got fired, did he, by Villa?
Do you know?
Go on.
Yeah, do you know what I want to say to that, John? The Villa, because they're winning, I think 3-0. I think the last time I looked, that just proves you they weren't playing for Gerrard, because. Why are they all of a sudden winning 3-0? Because that tells you they wanted him out of the club.
I agree. And I didn't actually watch the game in Turkey, but I heard about it on TalkSport, and I heard the owner walked out when Mitchell scored for the penalty. He walked out furious, because I spoke to a fellow fan over there, and he was absolutely furious, followed by Christian Perslow. And when you get an owner walking out furiously, then you're gonna get the sack. Simple as that. And Stevie G, like you just said, they weren't playing for him. You know what I mean? They were not playing for him. But I think he had YI for Liverpool job as well. He wasn't really that bothered, you know what I mean? But he should have stuck out at Rangers, let's be real. And then he was loved there. He should have given another couple more seasons and then go to a bigger club. But he went to Villa. Think he's going to get the Liverpool job if he does well. For me personally, I think if the players don't play for the manager, then he goes, simple as that. I think his stock, in my opinion, I think it's going to drop a little bit. But he'll definitely get another job somewhere down the line. But he will not get the Liverpool job yet.
The thing is, John, did you see the way he had? Do you know how he had been sacked as well? The coach being pulled into his services, and the players got off and everything to go and do the, go into the services and that. And management were there waiting for Gerrard, and told him there and then in the services, you're sacked. And obviously he had to get somebody to go and pick him up and take him home. But he was told in the services he was sacked.
And someone picked him up and took him home.
Somebody had to come pick him up, I think, and took him home. But the thing is, though, John,
that's bad. That's poor crack. Seriously.
To be honest with you, Aston Villa, that's disgusting, because what they should have done was let the coach come back, let them go back to Villa Park, and then see maybe the next morning, right, Gerrard, can you come in the office? We need to see you. We're not happy. Things aren't going right. There's your marching orders. Off you go. Thank you very much. P45's in the post. And do it that way.
But
to announce that they're in, but they've done it not long after the Fulham game. And obviously, I don't know which, they probably pulled them into somewhere like South Mims or somewhere like that on the M25. But disgusting to do it like that, though. Absolutely disgraceful. You know, it's almost as bad as sacking a manager by text message, to be honest with you.
It's like getting dumped. It's like getting sacked off from the ex of last saying that she wants to be on the run. Texas is a coward way. I think Aston Villa have done things cowardly, sort of thing. They should have, I agree with you, Tony, they should have done that in the office, job done. But to do that, how weird, man. It's disgrace. Do you know what I mean? But I can't have that. I can't have that at all whatsoever. And I didn't think I always had that as well, Tony. But that is the disgrace, man. Let's go through the comments. There's quite a few. We've got to comment down before we talk to this game. What about today's score so far? Safe to say Gerrard wasn't a man manager. Yeah, I agree. Be a tough game today, especially one of our rotation problems, and especially the back of 2 hard-working games for the lads. Please hit that. I think you already subscribed. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. I think it's your first time. Thank you. Big up to DK. It's been a very tough one, a day with a stretched squad, but fingers crossed. Without Bruno, it'll be a struggle like the happier point. Is he playing today, Tony? Is this been confirmed that he's not going to be playing today?
No, nobody's actually. There's been nothing anywhere that Bruno is not playing.
That's the thing.
Why it was said that he's not playing, I do not know. Because at the end of the day, yes, he's become a dad, and congratulations to him and his partner that they've become parents for the first time. But the thing is, I'm sure she's got help, and she, you know. And the thing is, he can jump on he's probably jumped on a private jet this morning and flew down to Tottenham. It's only like an hour on a jet, not even that, probably 45 minutes to Stansted. So the thing is, he's probably jumped down on a jet.
Yeah, man.
He's probably with a squad, you know, and he can go back quicker if he needs to be. But I can't see the fact that he's not in the squad, and I'll be very surprised if he isn't. But you know, he's probably had talks with Eddie and everything, and probably Eddie's left it up to him. Do you want to play or not? If you don't want to play, that's fair enough. But yeah, until we see, I've not seen anything written anywhere whatsoever to say, or spoken anywhere to say that he's not playing. And he's actually put on his Twitter feed, let's do this. So that to me says he's playing.
Absolutely. I mean, guesswork yet again. Is he playing? Is he playing? Look, wait until 3:30. If he's not on the squad, we know. Right. And by the way, Bruno, big up for having your newborn Ben with the family. Congratulations on your newborn Ben called Matteo. Lovely name, but I like that name, Matteo. And wish you every success in your parents as well. So big up to Bruno. Afternoon, lads. Hope you're well. John, hope you enjoyed the trip to Manchester. But I don't think it's Manchester last Sunday, by the way. When we have doubt our squad, the lads has turned up. I saw that lead rider. Apparently, Bruno drew our ride in London. There's a doubt in the lads. It's in the lack of the Villa players who are fit and ready. We need to improve in Gerrard big time. So, Tony, book the brother a lot and teach him a lesson. Big up. Absolutely, Alan. John's back. I like coffee. I think he missed us, hasn't he? And Macy, this is used too, by the way. Give us a thanks this before. Tune Army, get more UK. Hit that subscribe button, please, mate. If you can, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much indeed. They're all surprising to us, especially where I sat in the Gallagher for Brentford. And we got Ben in the middle. No caps, please, mate. No caps at all. Because at the end of the day, I just don't normally read ambutes, but big up. Did John do a vlogger's holidays trial experience? I didn't this time, no. But next year, it's going to happen. Because I was supposed to be last... I was on holiday, and we're talking about doing Italy in May. Not confirmed yet, but we're talking about it on our first holiday. Big up to Hey, John Tony, get more. Jesus loves you, my bro. Love you as well, mate. Keep watching his channels, and we'll be absolutely fine. They should just say what happens in rugby. Only the captains can speak to the refs. That's a mantle. That's exactly. Gerrard should go to Liverpool. The fans love him. Cop out. Don't not sack him. Nice to see you back, John. Saw on your snaps the sort of like Hussein Bamba Castle was very good. Hey! Thank you, man. You're going to the game, mate. I'm not, Mark, I'm afraid. But do hit the subscribe button, Mark, and that'll be brilliant, man. I'd love to be there, but I'm afraid I'm not, mate. Where was it said he was sat in the services? That's poor. That's from Tom. We spoke about
it's
that.
It's just something I heard, Tom. I don't particularly know where I heard it from somewhere, and that's the rumor that it was. I think it was a Villa fan who put it on. I'm not sure, but yeah, there was a rumor that apparently the players were taking off the coach and into the services, and then obviously the management were there waiting for him to go on the coach and then speak to Gerrard and tell him that he was no longer required, and obviously had to get his bags and everything out the bus and then wait for somebody to pick him up. So yeah, not great at all. But that could just be speculation. But it was weird how quickly he was sacked after the game. So it possibly is true.
Yeah, I think that is, if that is true, we don't know that. If that is true, then that is poor form. But what will happen is they'll probably let us know in about 2 years' time. But about that time, where to, yeah. Please hit the likes, people. That'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, you like what I see, then give it a subscribe as well. Share the love, Miss Lynn McTaff. Big up to you, Lynn, by the way. Hope you're okay. She's absolutely lovely. Please show Lynn some love. Follow her on Twitter as well. She loves to follow us as well. She's black and white, and she loves talking about black and white all day long. And from what I've read on Twitter, lads, him and Julian are there at Spurs as we speak. Thank you for that, Lynn. That is amazing. So, Lynn,
just say, the under-21s are currently losing at Whitney Bay at the moment, 2-1 to Southampton, but Dylan Stevenson scored for us.
Yeah. He's going to come good, this kid. I have not watched him, but he's going to be really good. I think he's got to be getting him a low move. Sort of, he's got to be in the league club. It has to be like a League One standard. I mean, I think a club, maybe a club like Bristol City in the Championship, they can do with him. By the way, do you know what I mean? I think it could surprise a few people. I think he'd be developed there as well. So if he goes there, I think he'd be Ivy's. So let's hope that happens soon. Nigel Pearson, there's your chance. Bruno's tweeted and it's not been spotted when the team arrived. That's from Tom. Big up to Alan as well. And yes, Steve, a good stay in Rangers. Should have gone Rangers. Not many bigger clubs than them, but Rubbish League needed. League needed more time as manager and then come to a big league. Exactly. We are due to be one of the top 6. You know what? We're not scared of the top 6 anymore. Big up to Sam. He looks like he's going to be playing. We need one of the Brazilians in the middle. Damn, Bizuma is hard to find. I tell you, Bizuma's class, by the way. I tell you what, if he gives some money, get another midfielder, that is the guy I wanted. But unfortunately, they got there first. Do you think we keep Keane and company quiet? I mean, Song's not been playing well this season, to be fair, David, but Harry Kane's getting goals. But I'm glad in a way Kulusevski stopped playing. I heard Richarlison's Utanast. So, look, Kulusevski, I'm a big fan of him. I mean, I watched he's played for Juventus. That guy's got talent. When he came in on loan, this guy's brilliant. But I'm glad he didn't play today because he probably would give Dan Burn a hard time with his trickery and skill. Can you imagine being sacked by employees the same way as Gerrard? Well, if there's any truth to that story, disgusting. At least show the man some respect and do it face to face. Exactly, Mark. And big up to Mark. Thank you so much indeed. Share the love to you, mate. Bruno Smith said yesterday his parents are here, so Mrs. not by herself. Hope he plays. We'll see if he does, Alan, or not. I went to Mexican prison. Just love me too. Hey! Welcome back, John. Thank you, Barbara. Show the love to you, man. Absolutely fantastic, Barbara. I mean, the weather's beautiful there, man. So it's expensive now, Turkey, let's be real. But am I going to go next year? Depends on the prices. But Liberty Hotel's already 1,200 quid for 10 nights. How weird, man. Joke. But I hope you're fine, Barbara, by the way. Fingers crossed for win the day. If Brucey Boy has been sacked in services, every single team would have been laughing their booze off. That's to Alan. And Villa 4-0. Are they playing?
Jesus, John.
Yeah,
they are, John. Yeah.
They're playing.
They're playing Brentford.
And they're losing 4-0.
No, they're 4-0 up, yeah. Watkins has just scored.
Wow.
Leeds and Fulham 1-1. Leicester winning 2-0 at Wolves and Southampton 1-0 up at Arsenal. So currently at the moment, Forest bottom, followed by Wolves, then Leeds, then Southampton. Leicester at the bottom 3.
I tell you what, I tell you, it's going to be a great game next week. It's going to be a great game next week, by the way. But we're not scared of anyone. We should win that game. I think Thomas Frank has got his eyes off the ball, by the way, by the sounds of it. But we'll just see. So, yeah.
It might be the fact that Villa's just don't want to prove them. But the thing is, though, John, if Villa are playing really well today to win that game, then I'm sorry, but that's just so disrespectful how they've done it to a manager, because if they can play like that today, why couldn't they play like that against Fulham? So it just shows you they wanted shot of Gerrard, and they've done that deliberately, and they've been playing poorly for a long while. And I would have rather Gerrard been in charge next week, but I don't know who's in charge for Villa. To be fair, I think it's an academy manager.
Yeah,
it's Aaron Danks, whoever he is, but Coutinho's on the bench as well. So's McGinn.
I tell you what, though, it's just shocking. I think that's a slap in the face for those Villa players, sort of thing. I think they're a disgrace, an utter disgrace. The way they treated Gerrard as well, it is an utter disgrace. I'm sorry, but listen, if he gets sacked, I think the players should be sacked as well, by the way. Go with him as well, because they don't want to put him in that position. So, oh, man.
Ings got 2 in 7 minutes, John.
Who's that, Ollie?
No, Danny Ings, 2 in 7 minutes.
Unbelievable.
Well, 3-0 up within 14 minutes, John.
Bloody hell.
Leon Bailey, 2nd minute. Danny Ings, 7th minute. And then 14th minute with a penalty, Danny Ings.
Yeah. Maybe Thomas Frank could be under pressure then.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think they're sacking.
Yeah, they've had more possession of Villa.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Unbelievable. Leicester 3-0 up, by the way. I don't know who they're playing against. They're 3-0 up, by the way. Against Wolves.
Wolves.
They're massive trouble, Wolves. Massive.
They are. And now that they've said Steve Davis will be manager till the end of the season now, because you were away on holiday, John, but obviously Wolves were after QPR's manager, Michael Beale.
Yeah.
And he turned around. He says, "No, I don't want the job." He says, "I'm happy where I am at QPR." He says, "I want to see the job here rather than going to Wolves." He says, "So no, thank you to the job."
Big up to Mickey Beale. Probably don't want to be a yes man. That means if Wolves can't get a championship manager such as Mickey Beale, then
that's embarrassing, John.
Big trouble. That's embarrassing for the football club.
Lopetegui's turned them down as well.
Who's that? Who?
Lopetegui, the Spanish manager.
Yeah. He's Sporting Lisbon, right?
He turned them down, and Pochettino's turned down Villa as well.
Yeah, he don't go to Villa, man. No chance. But they're problems, man. They don't want to go to a bottom club. There's no way, because they're scared of getting relegated. Don't put the reputation on the line. And maybe Villa played bad to get Gerrard a sack. We do play Palace in the Cup. I think that's next month, by the way.
Yeah.
Bono should be the next Villa manager. I
Yeah,
agree.
give him the job. Yeah. Let's see how good he is then. Let's give him some stick.
Yes.
I tell you what, can you imagine, John, if he was manager of Villa by next weekend and he comes to St James's Park, can you imagine the stick he would get? Put this way, you'd have to stay inside the dugout because he wouldn't dare come out.
Unbelievable. That's amazing, isn't it? That'd be absolutely epic. Absolutely epic if that happens. Big up to Billy T, by the way. Nice to see you back, John. Share the love, me. Hope you're fresh and high to 20. Maybe Danks has released the shackles. I think he's absolutely right. We love Billy, don't we? Great guy, Billy. Billy's
brilliant.
My agent, by the way. He's my agent. Do you know what I mean? So big up to again, Southampton equalised, so it's once each. Agree with Villa players. Yep. Gerrard to West Brom, Brucey the Fur. That would be funny. Brucey available. Big up. The lads, there's been a start. We'll find out in the next 5 minutes' time, Andrew. Got to think that team around when it comes to gameplay. Look how a lot played when they were boost. Very juice. They wouldn't fit. I'll talk about Miggy in a bit, yeah? But that guy's been absolutely unbelievable. Steve Davis and the Wolves might need Newcastle soon. I have to agree. Big up to Alan, by the way. Great to see you back. Thank you, man. Did you get any of those? I'm not going to read.
Knock off Man U shirts. Yeah, he's got a box full, Aaron.
I mean, Casemiro scored yesterday in the 95th minute, did he? Wow. Big up to Lee, by the way, 95th. Yeah, Bronzich got to go for Madison January.
Yeah.
I hope he does. Didn't see you post the score updates. Big up my guy Lee. Big up Lee. He's a new subscriber, by the way. Thank you very much indeed. Come yesterday, did you get your turkey teeth? Nate, I heard if you get a new set of teeth, there's a guy last week, right? In the airport, yeah, and he had his teeth done. What was his tooth done? £5,000 it cost. 5k. If you're in the UK, it's 25 grand. You get a new set of teeth done. In Turkey, it's 5k. You know what? That is unbelievable, man. That is disgusting. It's shocking, isn't it? This country's a joke. It really is. Sorry, but it is. Big up yourself, mate. Big up to Lee as well. Great goal at Southampton, ones each. Big up to Truls as well. He's one of my members as well. And my mod as well. 2-2 and 2-1 Wilson Bruno to score and send us in the top 4. Kind of be amazing. Big up to Truls again. And everyone's saying, okay, the lads. Big up to you, Stu, my guy. 3 points today, fingers crossed. And everyone say hi to Billy. And big up to Chris. John has got his turkey early. Wow. I'm back on the keto diet and it starts tomorrow. Who do you think who gets the next manager? Being linked to both Poch and Emery, which to be fair, I'm going to Villa as somebody suggested us last year with our project. For me personally, Sean Dash is available. But they can go for someone who knows the club very well in our route, Steve Bruce.
Yeah, look, the Stevie's left poor West. Look at West Brom now, John. They're in a mess, aren't they? Since he's gone now, that second bottom.
Oh, but that's shocking. That is absolutely shocking. I don't know what's going on in our club, but Steve Bruce has absolutely ruined that club. When he took it over, they were fifth in the table when he went in, and he's took them downwards. It just goes to show this guy is finished as a manager, and I don't care what anyone says.
Yesterday, Sunderland fans went up, and then the second half they went boom, because first half they were 2-0 up against Burnley. Second half, Burnley win 4-2.
Was that State of Light?
Yeah, at the Stadium of Crap, yeah.
Yeah. we're not being funny, right? But Sunderland, right? If we ever play Sunderland again, I mean, we win that game. We've win that game totally. We win that match in 20 minutes, mate. We'll demolish them inside 20 minutes, mate. Simple as that. With the squad we've got. If we don't win a day, if we win the day, we go fourth, is it fifth? For me, just finish as high as we can. Hope we win
fourth
the game.
If we win.
Yeah. Absolutely. So necessary. I don't know. You're not going back to football again. And no. This one, I've got a question to you both. Far away. Many people are wondering, is it Tony singing the Bladen races at the start of the podcast? It sounds like him. That's from Stu.
No, it's definitely not me. That's for sure. I can't bloody sing to save my life. So no, that's definitely not me. Or else I'll be on The Voice or one of these programs, and I'll be. Yeah, I wished it was me, but no, I'm not taking any credit for that. It's not me, definitely not. And
wow.
Tell you what, John, if we win today and go in the top 4, do you know, I hope we do win today and go in the top 4. Do you know why, John? Because then I want to see what the big 6 now think, because, you know, they won't like that if we are sitting in the top 4 at the end of this weekend. I'll tell you that now. They won't like it, John.
They won't. You know what it is, right? It just goes to show that they're not giving us one credit at all. No one I'm going to say the credit at all whatsoever. In fact, they gave Saka more credit than they do with Miggy Almiron as well. And I'll tell you something now, right? Let's be real, right? That guy needs all the respect and love what he's done this season. Let's be honest, because Miggy has been fantastic. And someone said yesterday, Bruce visited the Sunderland dressing room at half-time. That does surprise us, by the way. That's Johnson Blaine races. I'll go with Tony. I cannot sing Save Me Life. And the lineup is not there. It's not coming up yet, mate.
It is, John. It
is now, isn't it? Do you want to bring it up? You want me to bring it up? Or
yeah. Just
what do you bring it up, mate? I'll let you bring it up, mate. I want to do that. You know for sure. No, I did not. As us, yeah, but you again. I hope we do. There you go. And that looks very interesting. Very interesting. I think.
Yeah.
There you go. You got Nip Up and Go, and then the back 4 would be Trippier, Fabian, Sven Botman, and Dan Burn. Midfield 3, Bruno, Longstaff, Woolak, and up front it'd be Miggy, Joe, and Callum Wilson. I think that's the side. That's not a bad team there, by the way. I mean, Jacob Murphy's dropped, by the way. I mean, let's be real. I think the game
had to be John.
He had to be dropped because they would have targeted him. I mean, can you imagine him against Christian Romero? That would be one winner. There'd be one winner there, by the way. But just going to be one winner. And I tell you, Murphy will not even get past him. I think he turned into...
I mean, I tell you what, with that team, John, I mean, I'm surprised Joe Linton's playing because he did complain of a knock the other night against Everton, and that's why he was brought off after 45 minutes, where we all thought it was because of the yellow card. In that lineup there, he's playing Joe Linton as a left winger. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get him going right because he's quite powerful, and and see what he does as well. But sometimes I think he probably drifted into the midfield as well to help out the midfield a lot as well. And may turn into a 4-4-2. Who knows? But it's definitely 4-3-3. I have to agree with you there. But I think Eddie's playing a smart game there. You know what I mean? But he could turn that into a 4-3-1-2. He could do. And we'll see what happens. There's options there, by the way, Tony. I like that formation, by the way. That's a cracking formation by Andy Howe's done the deal. The crap five, and I don't put City in the same box. That's the other, to be honest. That's fine. And Linz gives us a team. Pope, Trippier, Sharp, Hotman, Byrne, Longstaff, Bruno, Joe, Willock, Nicky, and Wilson. You know what? I think Lynch will for Sky Sports, you know, Tony. I think she'd be absolutely fantastic. You know, taking over Jess Hughes' job. That'd be brilliant. 4-5-1? Nah, I don't think it'd be 4-5-1, Tony, will it?
Nah, not at all. It's the 4-3-3. But I did see on Pete's show last night on the preview show when we did a preview.
Yeah.
That I would have made the three changes I would have made that team thinking that Joe Linton wasn't fit as well. My thoughts were Burn out for Target, Longstaff out for Willock, and obviously Longstaff out for Willock, and obviously on the left, Elliot Anderson over Murphy.
Yeah, I think Eddie's going for it today. Like, he really is going to go for it today because I truly believe that we want to go out there and get the 3 points. Let's be real. We need to win this game today. Let's have a go. Let's have a football match, right? Let's have a go and go for it because at the end of the day, we're playing some great football and we're not scared of teams anymore. And that's all there is to it, mate. Simple as that.
Yeah, we're not scared, John, at all. Why should we be?
Don't need to. I mean, we don't have to. We should make them scared of us. And if someone's having a bad game now, we have to sack. He's playing like Jack Grealish. I tell you what, let's be real. Let's be real, because one thing I'm going to say, right? I mean, they're not going to say the credit at all, but Jack Grealish has not been playing that well. Miggy's actually staging them every single time. And I was going for it. John, we can't get any credit because they're street jealous people do not to pay compliments. You know what it is, Alan, mate, right? Stuff them. If they don't show us any respect, we should not show any respect at all whatsoever. Because for me personally, Eddie Howe has changed the culture at the football club, right? He's turning players who are shite into better players. Miggy, Sean's coming on now. Jacob's coming on slightly, yeah? Joe Linton, we know what he's all about, yeah? The back four, we are defending properly, yeah? Botman at the back, outstanding. Fabian Schär playing his best football for his career in my book, yeah? Even the Swiss national teams loves him, by the way. Trippier doing Kieran bits, yeah? Dan Burn, right? Not my favourite in the left-back position, but he's doing all right. They're not going to lie, Tony. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, John. I mean, but it's not a back four, John. It's a back five because you forgot to include Nick Pope in that as well. So it's a back five.
Yeah.
And the Premier League even said the other day on a tweet, because you would have been in Turkey, so you might not have seen it, but on their tweet they put out, Newcastle not only kept 5 clean sheets this season, but also conceded 9 goals. And they've got the best defence in the Premier League. And that's the Premier League putting that out. And that must have hurt them to write that. And to put a picture of our back five out there as well. So, you know, this is a team for Spurs, by the way. Hugo Lloris in goal.
Yeah.
Davinson Sanchez. Clement Lenglet. Eric Dyer. Ryan Sessegnon. Rodrigo Bentancur. Oliver Skip, Emerson Royale, who's a heap of crap, so we should absolutely batter him.
Chicken Royale, by the way.
Who?
Chicken Royale, not Emerson Royale.
Oh, Chicken Royale. Yeah. Yves Bissouma, Son Heung-min, and Harry Kane. And your substitutes, Matt Doherty, Japhet Tanganga, Ben Davies, Ivan Perisic, Harvey White, Jed Spence, Brian Gill, X-Mag, Fraser Forster, and Lucas Moura. So if we can't beat that team, we can beat them today, because they don't look a strong team, do they? And Emerson Royale is such a shit defender, John. I'm not being funny. Miggy will run rings around him today if he's on the left, but if not, it'll be Joe Linton, and he can be got at.
Without a doubt, mate. Without a doubt. And you know what it is, right? I mean, Rodrigo Bentancur, that guy is a fantastic player. I mean, when he gets the ball, he keeps ticking, moving. When he gets the ball, he likes to keep things ticking in the midfield, yeah? Gets the ball, gives it, yeah? Watching Juventus, that guy, I think he's not a world beater, but he just does the job to the best of his ability. Bissouma doing Bissouma things, right? That guy is quick in the midfield. He reads the game like a book. I tell you what, I think the midfield's going to be so exciting today. Bruno against Bissouma will be the battle in midfield today. Let's be real. But I'm looking forward to that game today now. And Romero's not gone.
Because that Spurs team, we can get it them, John. And like I said last night on the preview, what I said was, technically, Botman and Cher are on top of that game. As long as if we don't give Kane and Son time to play, they're going to be. If we keep them out the game, they ain't going to get anywhere near the goal. So, but we've got a strong defense now. And people were saying, when you go back to the England games, all these England fans shouting Nick Pope's crap and all this, and he's not worth being in the squad and shouldn't be anywhere near the England squad. That deluded, John, because I'll tell you why. If they look at and watch our games and watch how Nick Pope plays, the reason he plays so well for us is because he knows that the back four in front of him, he's got a great barrier in front. He's got a good wall in front of him, and he knows they protect him as much as they can. When he's playing for England, he's playing behind Harry Maguire, and he's probably looking at Maguire thinking, well, you're shit, mate. You can't defend to save your life. Kel Walker, you're another idiot that can't defend to save your life. You're shit. So, probably Pope's got no confidence, and that's the problem. Your keeper's only got confidence if he's back four or back five in front of him. Give him that confidence.
Absolutely. Totally agree. I mean, look, everyone turned their nose up when we got Nick Pope saying, he's got to relegate Burnley, yeah. But listen, at the end of the day, there's a reason why we bought Nick in good, because he's a better distributor with the bar than Dubravka, right? And talking of Dubravka, by the way, he's like, he's getting a lot of shite messages as well, shite tweets from people, yeah. I mean, listen, I know he's gone, I know he's moved on, yeah, but just, I don't know what to say,
it's
man.
Not that, John. It's not that, John. The problem is, John, it's the way Dubravka left. John,
yeah, I get.
Yes, he's done well for us, John. I get that. I'm not against that, right? But the guy left us because he didn't want to be sitting on the bench.
I get it.
But he's gone to Man United to be not just second choice, but third choice keeper. I'm sorry. If that's what he wants, let him rot. But I don't want him back at this club. If he comes back in this club, I won't be happy. January, get him back from Man U and just sell him, get rid, and get some money for him. But, I don't agree with people giving him messages, which I don't agree with. But, it's just the way he's done things, and it's the way he's gone about things, and it's absolutely ridiculous what he's done.
Yeah.
But like I say, we can get at these. And don't forget last season, when Burnley played, I know it's a different team, but when Burnley played down at Spurs, I keep calling it White Hart Lane. I know it's the same stadium, but it's called Tottenham now.
Yeah.
But White Hart Lane, last year, Nick Pope got man of the match because Spurs got beat 1-0 off Burnley. And Nick Pope saved everything that was thrown at him last season. So he's got good memories of being down there last year. And I mean, we went down there and got trounced 5-1, but we're a different team from then. Yeah. Last year, we left loads of gaps in midfield and they ran through us. This time, that's not going to happen. I would love to see Willock score against them because I'd love to see what celebration he's got lined up for them North London rivals, because when he played at Arsenal. But also, I'm interested if Trippier scores, will he celebrate or not? That's the question. To be honest, I think he might do because he was sort of shipped off by Spurs, wasn't he?
He was signed to Atletico Madrid, and I think he wanted to go. If he would to go to Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and it's experience for him, and but they gave him that opportunity, and big up to him because he went to in Spain. He's been a success. He's been a La Liga champion, and look, at the end of the day, you can't say he's been a failure in La Liga. He's been brilliant, you know what I mean? But hey ho, would you want the Premier League at Tottenham? Nah, but he'd want it in La Liga, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good point on the back, by the way. But we don't want bad eggs out of club anymore. We have moved on from him. And best to do, sell him to get him back, sell him to someone like a Leicester, so for they'll keep him up. Good lineup. Their defense not all that great. I can see yous, especially Almiron, getting at them. Spurs are so boring to watch now. Look, I like Conte, but at the end of the day, the football's being served up was not great. Afternoon to you, Tom. Afternoon to you, Ian. Tom for the lineup. Thanks, Tom. And a coffee. Eric had that performance today. That's Eric Dyer. We can win this. We can get this as well. Going through it as well. But they're all talking about Miguel Almiron, Tony, as well. That guy, he's been absolutely on fire this season. I mean, what can we say about him?
Well, he scored against Everton, wasn't great, and he could have had a second as well against Everton. And he was unlucky when it just literally just gone over the bar. But like I said to Pete last night, we've won the last 2 goal of the months, and we've already got and to be honest with you, he's already got 2 candidates this month, Almiron, And I said to Pete, and I'm going to give you the same question, John, because and even people in chat, I don't even think this has happened before. But has any team, like Newcastle, for instance, or Man United or anything, has anybody actually gone through the whole season where that one club has won Player of the Month every month until the end of the season? I don't think that's ever happened. And I'll tell you now, if we won every player goal of the month competition right through then, and then even goal of the season, that would be fantastic. And I bet it's never happened before, John, because I can't remember if it's ever happened before. I might be wrong. Somebody in the chat might say, "Oh, actually, it has been done before," but I don't think it has, John. Do you?
I don't think it has to be. I don't think it has at all whatsoever, that sort of thing. But it'd be the first if it ever happened, winning every single goal of the month competition, man. But look, at the end of the day, right? I mean, he has been outstanding. I thought he's turned his career around. He's so exciting to watch. Okay, look, I was one of the critics, by the way, saying that he's not good enough for Newcastle, right? But what he's done, right? He's gone there. Show us what he's all about, right? Go out there, do your stuff. Let's play a football match. Let's see some skills. That's exactly what he's done. And I tell you what, he has been unlucky with a couple of goals as well, by the way. I mean, he missed a couple as well, which is so unlucky. But one thing I'm going to say, right?
Yeah.
This guy, this season, has been a revolution. And BBC, ITV, and all these people on media and stuff, so I've not given him enough credit. And it's about time now people open their eyes, check him out, and give him the praise that he deserves. Because Miguel Almiron has been fantastic this season. He has been a revelation.
Absolutely, John. Just let you know, Leicester are 4-0 up against Wolves, and Jamie Vardy's the latest goal scorer. But I'll just give you their match stats, John. They're quite interesting, these.
Yeah.
Wolves, 62% possession of the ball to Leicester's 38%. Wolves have had 21 shots on goal, 5 on target, 7 off target, and not scored. Leicester's had 5 shots at goal, 4 on target, every one of them's gone in, and 1 off target. So Wolves have had the better of Leicester, but still losing 4-0.
There's a problem. There's the defence, the problem, and they just cannot score goals. As simple as that. I mean, I don't know what's happened to Raul Jimenez. I don't know what happened to him, but it's just not on it at the season. Sort of, maybe it's that injuries killed him. I don't know, but they need a centre forward, and they need to get a centre forward as quick as possible. They got some good players like Ruben Neves, right? I tell you what, right? We'll take Ruben Neves tomorrow in January. Do you know what I mean? Just say, Ruben, look at where you are, and look at where we are. You want Champions League football next season, my guy? come to Newcastle, right, and push us on. We know you're a fantastic player, yeah? Get him in alongside Bruno, Joe Linton, all right? And this guy will fit in at Newcastle in no time. That guy in room of bits.
Jimenez not even in the squad today, John, so I think he must be injured or something. Obviously,
Big miss.
Diego Costa played 80 minutes.
Wow. Doesn't look good, does it, man? It doesn't look good.
They're going down, John.
Yeah, I think they will, mate. I think they will, if they're not careful, because I can see Forest getting out of it. I really do think Forest getting out of it. Good win, by the way. I think
if they can beat Liverpool, John, they can beat anybody, can't they? They've just proved that yesterday. And, you know, and yeah, Klopp come out with these, he come out with the excuses, oh, well, the strikers didn't finish. Well, yeah, but, that's your problem, not, not Forest's problem. But fair play to Forest getting a result against Liverpool. And it keeps them below us as well.
Yeah, big up to Forest and big up to Steve Cooper for the job he's done. And he's done a terrific job. Lots of chances. That's their problem, just not scoring the ball, going back in the net. Simple as that. Our ref today is Gerrard from Gerrard.
Get it.
Sorry, I said Gerrard, didn't I? Sorry. Thank you. He was our ref for Man City. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out now. That's from Lynn. Ross said Tony Dobbs can F once he is back. But he knew it would be third round champs. He was ref for 2 win against Leicester. He was indeed. So good. You can go and do one. Good team from Lewis. Tobias, I'm happy Almiron's playing. Why haven't our fans apologised for all the bullying? Tobias, I put my hand up. I was one of them. I said he wasn't good enough. Great guy. Was good enough for the time. But I eat humble pie. And now he is a fantastic player. I don't know if flip and flop. But at the end of the day, he has been absolutely outstanding, Tobias. So big up. And game of the back of football terms, but he got slaughtered for Gratling Bruno on the bench. No need for that. That's on Leslie. Jason and was up top. Even though Dubs joined United, I still think some of our fans should not necessarily slander him on social media, like when he says Gratling Bruno Ben. But that's fair. Big up to WWE fans. Do hit the subscribe button, mate, if you can. That'd be fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you're okay, mate. 352 from Spurs. You need to get straight at them. And from Live Declares, Jules, congratulate on your local team getting promoted today. Well done to you. Tillerman scored an absolute screamer from Gordon of Contender. Need Miggy to one up that today. Absolutely. And Newcastle are 3-2 up against Southampton, the 21s. That's from Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. Hatley from Bruno today. Miggy on. So pleased. Not always had it easy at the 2, but Eddie's getting a tune out of the sky. Brilliant. Bruno Biggin, score. Good afternoon to Gary D. Hope you're okay, mate. 3-2. Exactly How's at the wheel. Eddie Howe, I like that one, Tony. Eddie's at the wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is at the wheel. He is absolutely.
But then we don't really want to copy. I'm sorry, but we don't want to copy a Man United chant, John, because the hatred we've got towards that club is like that. We just hate that club so much, John. Man United, and I'm not going to apologise to any Man United fan if they're in the chat, because the way I feel about them, I've just never liked Man United at all and hate them with a passion. I hate them as much as I hate Sunderland, and that shows you how highly I hate them.
Everyone's saying that as well. Everyone's saying that they hate United more than Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? And
no, I think Sunderland just edges that.
Yeah, Sunderland just edges that as well, man. And then people say that United just don't like United as well. So look, at the end of the day, I was seeing you and Macy at it, right? Saying about Koulibaly as well. Said I love him.
Johnny, he's useless.
Listen, I could turn around to you and Macy and I said, you only watched him for 2 months, yeah? I watched this guy for 7, yeah?
Yeah, but John, listen, the difference is, John, right? I might need to educate you on this one, but the difference is, John, is Serie A is a totally different league to the Premier League, and he stepped up to the Premier League and he's found it difficult, John. If he went back to Serie A and played, for someone like, say, a Juve or a Napoli again, he'd probably be one of the best centre-halves in Italy. Yeah. But the Premier League has found him out, unfortunately, John. And that's no disrespect to him, because I think he is a good player, John. He's a good defender. But I think he's been found out in the Premier League. And you know, that's why me and Macy both said he's not good enough.
Fair enough. Each to their own. I mean, it's only just joined the league, so I think he needs more time. Look at Didier Drogba. First season, he was absolutely a waste of quality, utter waste of time. The following season, we knew what Didier Drogba was all about. So
yeah, but he was a lot younger though, wasn't he, than what Koulibaly is? So
yeah, fair enough. But there you go.
Chelsea only bought Drogba because he destroyed us in that UEFA Cup, if you remember.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
absolutely. We could have gotten, but we didn't get Champions League, so he went to Chelsea instead. But if he did get Champions League, then he would have gone to Chelsea anyway because I think they offered him better money. And it's London. So here, Shelby gets 2 minutes today. The comment to John Joe. Hey, Tony. He's on fire after Grealish. I tell you, he shot Grealish up, by the way. Joe's spot on about Miggy and Joe. I just like Klopp more than Man United. Miggy's fine. Your defense is terrified. Yes, I like that. Grealish should retire and become a motivated speaker, more like a modeler, by the way. Man, you were surrounded ref again. I didn't say that one, Tony. Did you surround the referee again?
I don't know. I didn't see the game, John. So I'm not sure. But if they did, then come on, something's got to be done about this. Something's got to be done. Yeah, something's got to be done about it.
I tell you what, if they did that at St. James's Park, I tell you something, the fans would be laughing. I'm telling you. Sorry, but you can't be doing. I think they're just frustrated. I thought they were desperate, and I thought they were just scared. That's what I thought of last week's game. They were scared. I'm telling you, because they didn't want to lose to Newcastle. They want to beat us, and they got themselves found out. Maybe if Rashford have got his head sorted out, that header, then they should have won the game. And that would be the kick in the teeth for us, by the way. Nice to see you in the hot seat, John. Thank you, Gary D. Appreciate that, mate. It's good to see you back again. Let's have a look at this one. I don't agree with that Trudeau's comment. Everyone's getting criticised, even on good performances in the season. That's from Tobias. John looks like Bobby Lashley, WWE. Bobby Lashley? Yes, I have heard of him, by the way. And did you enjoy holidays, Lewis? I enjoyed every minute of it, Lewis. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, man. Running your ass off is good, but that's all you do. You're not playing well. Fair enough. Tomlin got rightly penalised for doing double tackles on players. Well, he was suspended. He wasn't really a miss, by the way. Let's be real. Watched it on MOD. I'm not talking about today's Miggy. Take a look at Miggy's stats before the summer. They are not too good. That's why I've criticised Samson Allen. So, what do you think of that lineup, Tony? Are you happy to line up?
Yeah, I'm happy. It's a strong team, John, you know, and as I say, not afraid of anybody, are we? You know, why should we be afraid of anybody? We've played so well, John. You know, we've played well against the so-called Big Six teams so far. Yes, we lost to Liverpool, but that was very controversial circumstances, in my opinion, because, you know, a legitimate goal was choked off by VAR from Isak, the second goal. Mm-hmm. They couldn't tell which shadow was what. Well, I've never heard such a load of crap in all my life. And then the referee, to add on the minutes he did, resulted in them winning. So we were cheated out of that game. Because had we drew that game, we would be unbeaten now. And I still think we'll only be on the one loss after today's game as well, John. If we get a point, I'll take a point. That's a great point. If we get the win, even better.
Absolutely. If you look at the record against Tottenham, it's not been too bad, to be fair. We don't really lose at Tottenham. But last season we did. That's because I think we see the poor goals every time Spurs go. You just mentioned they went for midfield and they scored every single time. But our midfield now looks a lot stronger. Our defense looks a lot better. You know, Sven Botman's doing bits. This guy's going to be brilliant. I mean, I tell you, he could be a town legend.
Our record down there isn't too bad, John, when you think, because, I mean, Joe Linton won the game for us when we were down there 1-0, if you remember, in that orange away kit.
Yeah.
We won it 1-0. Then I think the year after we drew 1-1, we got a dodgy penalty, remember? And yes. Callum Wilson scored it. Yeah. Yes, we got beat last season. We've got nothing to fear, John. Nothing to fear.
Absolutely. No problems at all, man. Just go there, try and get a win, right? Because if we get in the top four, right, then we've got to play at home to Villa. Then we're going to be at away at Southampton. They're both winnable games, 100%. Then we go into Chelsea. be in the top 4. But let me tell you something, right? We should be having a go at these today. I don't feel that Tottenham back three is that great, but Hugo Lloris has been outstanding this season again. Outstanding. What a keeper. We win at Derby, 6 points behind leaders. Arsenal, that's from Barber. Thank you, Barber. No answer on the bench there. He's got a calf injury, apparently, Gary, so he'll be out. More like Shelton Benjamin. Call him gold standard. He was good, by the way. Let's get the win, lads. No draws or losses. Absolutely. Let's have a go. I still feel today is a free hit game. After the 1 point is excellent result. Just hope we give it a go and make it competitive for the team, mate. I don't do free hits anymore. We're there to win games, yeah. When you're 6th in the league, we don't do free hits. We just go out there and have a real go. But I understand what you're trying to say. Even actually win, we could be in the 4th in the league. Absolutely. And you know what, Tony? They don't like it. They don't want Newcastle United in the top 4.
No, absolutely, John. They don't want us in that top 4. But you know what? I hope we do get in that top 4 after this game, because then I want to see everybody come out whinging at us again as usual. No. You know, and all the journalists and everything. I mean, just looking at the scores, John, Fulham actually beat Leeds 3-2 away from home.
Oh, I think yeah.
So Fulham are now level on points with us and are above Liverpool in 7th place. So, yeah. But our goal difference is +9.
What
and Fulham's a 0. Yeah.
What a job Marcus Hill's done.
Yeah. And obviously Villa won 4-0, Leicester won 4-0, and Southampton drew 1-1 with Arsenal with a goal from Stuart Armstrong. But yeah, I mean, it's just like I say, John. I mean, this last night, I don't know if you've seen it by Oliver Holt.
Yeah.
He said also on at Mail Plus later, he says, we're still waiting on the latest news on Eddie Howe's attempts to educate himself about the horrors perpetrated by the state that employ him as a manager of Newcastle United. We've been waiting for so long now, I presume he's writing a dissertation on it.
I tell you what,
John.
I tell you what, I'm not being funny, right? I've got plenty to say about Oliver Holt sort of thing, yeah, but I just haven't got time. I've got to save that for later on, by the way. But one thing I'm going to say about Oliver Holt as well, sort of thing, keep asking the questions, Oliver. Keep asking. And you know what? You're not going to get an answer first, mate. It's as simple as that. That's all I'm going to say on Oliver Holt in a minute, right? Because that guy is an absolute disgrace, and I won't have me selling him on the review tonight. I will do.
Yeah, but John, just think, he'll be going to Qatar for the World Cup. He'll be sitting in the nice 5-star hospitality boxes they've got in the stadiums. He'll be in a nice 5-star hotel, getting all these nice steaks and everything delivered to his table and getting these drinks and everything, John. When their human rights is far worse, no disrespect, but it's far worse in Saudi Arabia. But does he mention that? No, because he knows he's going to get well looked after, you know, chauffeured about and things like that. So the man, at the end of the day, I'm going to swear here, but the man's a prick, John. That's what he is. And, you know, but one thing I would say to anybody is, when you do come and say that, just write a comment back in a constructive manner. Don't be nasty to them or anything like that, because the more we be nasty to them, that proves not only are we biting at them, but it makes us look bad. Where if we do something in a more constructive manner, then you've got to give them a question that they think, oh, hang on, I can't answer that question. So they'll just totally ignore it.
Yeah, that guy is an absolutely salty muppet. He really, really is. And let's be real, I'd love to get this guy on me, sure. I want to get Oliver Holt on my show.
Come on, John.
I want to get him on me, sure. He can have his say. I'm not going to quote him. I want to get him on there. I'm going to send an email. I'm going to send him a tweet. And you know what? I'm going to get him on there. I'm going to try and get him on. And then he'll have his say. And if I do that, I hope I get you on there as well, Tony, as well. Let's be real. Because it'd be unfair if I didn't get you on as well, mate. So if I get him on, you'll come on as well. And I'll try and get Grace Thompson as well, if she's there as well. So make it a foursome. Is it Mike Ashley a Spurs fan? Yes, he is.
No, he's not, John. He's apparently a Chelsea fan.
Oh, he's Chelsea, isn't he?
The reason he's got close links with Spurs is because, do you remember the ex-Spurs director, Paul Kelmsley?
Yeah.
Right. So this goes back to 2006, 2007. So him and Paul Kemsley had a bet on with each other, and Paul Kemsley says, "I bet you £1,000 you don't own a Premier League club within a year."
Yeah.
And Mike Ashley says, "I bet you £1,000 I do." And then when he bought Newcastle, he went back to Paul and he said, "Look, I've bought Newcastle." And Paul went, "No, you haven't." And he showed him the paperwork and he went, "All right, I'll owe you £1,000 for that." And then when we went in for Modric, and as soon as Spurs came in, Mike Ashley says, "I'll back out." He says, "I'll let Spurs have him because I'll do me mate Paul Kemsley a favour." And that's truth. That is honest truth, that, John. That is the truth, yeah. And that's what he did. He stepped back and says, as soon as Spurs showed an interest, "All right, you can have him." Disgusting behaviour. That's from the owner of your football club. And if you want to improve your club by bringing in the best players, well, I'm sorry, he's no owner at all, and was he, John?
No, crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. He's a poor owner. It's been proved 14 years of his life being a Newcastle owner. No ambition, lack of ambition, doesn't care. He's just there to make profits, and that's what happens, yeah. But lucky he's made 170 million profit, something like that. So there you go. He's bad apples. He's done. That is it. Well said. Well said, John. Huddersfield hits shite anymore. They played to win or winner, lads. That lose today, a draw will be a good result. And got to go have a great day. Thank you, Jules. You take care, mate, and I'll catch you later. Back at 6:30 for the match reaction. If we get top 4, we can stick up a finger at the Premier League. Newcastle 21's 1-3-2. Dan Lewis from the Mirror reference it on Estes Newton. If you say anything nice about Newcastle United, well, I'm disappointed with Darren Lewis, by the way, if that is true, because I like Darren Lewis, but for him to come up and say that, I'm sorry, but you know, he's just one of them as well. I do apologise. A good team for Jan. Big up to Jan. You're still not going to get a case of wines, by the way, because I won that bet. And just blank all journals taking a question. The quick list will never change. Don't waste air on it. So big up to Frank Lampard, by the way. Same nice to Newcastle United. Big up John, miss you, bud. What a season. Brian, big up to you, my guy. We go for this comps where we get the predictions for today. What team does Oliver Holt support? I'll tell you in 2 words, Man United. Newcastle fans TV asked him as well. All the press critics are still going to Qatar. Gary Neville's working for being hypocrites, exactly. I like Gary Neville, but for him, he's been a bit hypocrites at the minute. The word Belland comes to mind, exactly, Gary, exactly. Didn't see a supply. That Oliver Holt was asked to come on, so I'm sure he just laughed and is bitter and twisted. You know what? If I get Oliver Holt on, whoever guesses Oliver Holt on me, sure, right, I'll give him a bonus. Fulham beat Leeds 3-2. Fulham on the same points as us. I think Jesse Marsh has done at that club. I really do. See you guys at full. I'm sure come Mags 2-1. Big up to you, Alan. Well done, you win yesterday, by the way. Erling Haaland's on fire. I predict ones each. But after seeing the lineup, I'm going for 5-1 for Newcastle. I love him. I love his confidence, by the way. And big up to Luke. Thank you for subscribing, Luke. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you very much. I just want to win. That's a Lou. People criticize our orders are hypocrites. The UK does billions of cheers for the Saudis. No one complains about this or refuse to put Saudis petrol in there. Exactly. Alan, on that bombshell, I'm going to Chris as well. Big up to you, Chris. Please hit the like button and subscribe button, Chris, if you can. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Just been watching the Spurs warm-up chat. They're worried for Dyer, and we've got to play with Wilson. Hold-up play will be key. I have to agree. Big up to Eric C. I'm absolutely fine. Eric, mate, I hope you have a good weekend. So I hope you have a good week so far, so we get 3 points. Give us a scoreline, please, Tony.
2-1 Newcastle with Wilson and Trippier.
Big up, big up. I tell you what, I got a feeling Willock's going to score today. I really do think Willock's going to run and today he's going to score, so he's going to surprise a few. But yeah, I'm going to go for me. Have a look at that lineup. I said 1 each before the day, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Newcastle with that lineup, and I'll be happy with that as well. So 2-1 to Newcastle United, and I will go up with that as well. So just a couple more, and we're going to wrap. Sure, what a shocker yesterday with Liverpool. That opening the door for us. Champions League, end of the season. I'm sticking me neck to Brian. I hope that is the case, mate. And thumbs up to Alan Mack. Thank you very much indeed, Tony. Before I go, where can you find you on socials, mate?
Yeah, so you can find me down here on Twitter at TonyTony31. Give me a follow, and I'll follow you back. And also, I started my brand new channel come out yesterday, and it's airing tonight at 7:45 after John's show. with a match reaction. And it's all black and white TV. It's called on YouTube. You'll find it if you look for it. Also, if you're on Twitter, you'll find I've dropped the link there, so you can go on it from there. Because I see it only come up, made its debut yesterday, and it will be back at 7:45 tonight for a match review, which John Sinclair's coming on as well.
Thank you very much indeed. I should be there as well. Quite a bit. I'm sure Chip has to be on. I hope Pete's on as well. Hopefully, Pete coming on tonight as well. PD?
I hope so, yeah. I'm just waiting. Maybe he's just driving back because I know he's going to get back for 4 o'clock for the match.
I'll just watch along as well in about 4:20, so I'll be on to watch along, sure. So do check out PD Padlock's channel as well. I'll be on there as well. It should be fun. I think it'll be amazing. And it's going to be fun as well. And just a few more comments as well. 5-1 to Newcastle. Miggy, Brace, Bruno, Botman and Joe. Kieran get a dodgy pen. I wouldn't be surprised. 3-0 to Miggy and Bruno. That's a Lou. And great show, John Tony. Thank you very much indeed. And we're going to wrap up there. Go on, Johnny.
Do you think, John, if Bruno scores, do you think we might see the baby celebration like Ryan Taylor did?
Absolutely. And if he runs in front of us as well, in front of the fans and celebrate with us, that'd be amazing as well. So so don't boo him, show some love. I'm sure the fans will understand as well. That's Spurs fans, by the way. And I think that could happen, mate. I think that could really well happen. And we'll see, but I hope it's the case. I take one to Spurs celebrating Zoo Ben with the celebration. I said, Alan, only nervous about Son. Love him, but hate him when we playing him. Kane could turn it on. I cannot find the YouTube. That's the Lou. Subscribe to Tony. Thank you. And Beach. Tony's name is a bit difficult. If you type in Tony Finlay, Brian, type in Tony Finlay, Lewis, right, and click on that, mate. And then
Lewis is on Twitter, so if he goes to my Twitter profile page, the link's on there, and you can click on it from there. So if you go on my profile page on Twitter, Lewis, you'll see it there.
Brilliant stuff. And last one, Tony's channel's name is a bit difficult to find if not subscribed. When I search for black and white TV on YouTube, I get hundreds of videos on black and white TVs.
Just type my name in, it'll come up, and you'll see it. It'll come up somewhere in the search settings.
Brilliant stuff. I'll do a link as well for the match reaction as well. And so I'll be back at 6:30 for the match reaction. Tony, is that right? 6:30?
Yeah, that's absolutely spot on, John.
Big up, mate. And leave it backstage. If you like the video, like what you see, I'm back. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, give us a membership as well. If you click on the members as well, click on the join button. If you'd like to super chat, click on the $sign, give it a channel's worth as well. And I'll see you back to 6:30 after the show. And until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm back, and I shall see you very, very soon. Take care, enjoy the game, and we're the lads. Right. Take care.
Come on.